Good day, superheroes in training. This is Mr. VG, Sarel van Grienen. Welcome to the third video about mathematical reasoning. Remember, when you think back about those two videos, life is great because we are learning some new tricks of the trade, how to become your own superhero. For this lesson today, for this video, we are going to look at the third basic approach, which is my favorite, which is about the monkey behind the mountain. So let's just do a quick recap of what we've done so far. So what we've done so far is we started with the gung-ho approach. That was in the previous video. Then we did mining. And last but not least, we are going to do the monkey behind the mountains. Buckle up, get your cape on, and be ready for this. So, let's have a look at the monkey behind the mountain. Now, the monkey behind the mountain is an amazingly simple but very effective approach. The monkey behind the mountain is a basic technique that I developed a few years ago that looks at a different approach to reasoning because we are focused on the solution, not just the problem. The beautiful thing about this specific reasoning technique is that I'm laying out the route that I want to walk. I want to go from point A to point B, but I'm not just looking at point A, I'm actually focusing on point B and how to get there. But also, we're taking the big solution that we want to get to and we're breaking it up into smaller pieces. This is a lovely little technique. So let's dive into this and let's get ready for this. First of all, we are going to talk about the monkey. Now, oh, that monkey is so cute. That is your real problem you want to solve. That is the solution you want to get to. Then we are going to have a look at the mountains. That's the obstacles that stand in the way. The problem with problems, just had to roll in a nice pun there. But the problem with real life problems is that you don't always just see the monkey as cute as it is in that picture. But you sometimes see it like this. The monkey is hidden behind a whole set or series of mountains. So what this technique is going to show you, it's going to show you how do I actually solve, how do I get to that problem? So why do I want to do all of this? Because remember, you have problems in your life, the same as I have problems in my life, that we have got to solve them. So we've got to learn the techniques of getting the real problem on the one hand, the obstacles on the other hand, and ladies and gents, let's get going. The monkey is important because the monkey gives you the direction you want to go to. It tells me I want to go either in some direction or somewhere else. But also the mountains then gives you the tools that you need to get to that specific monkey. A very important thing that we've got to understand when I compare the monkey behind the mountain to the other techniques that we've done so far. The gung-ho approach was just running in, all guns blazing, not worrying about where we're going. The mining approach was simply an approach that when I look at it, I drill down and down and down unto the depths of the problem, not focusing on where I'm going. So the problem with those two techniques were that they always, you can get stuck, you can get lost easily and forget where you're going. The monkey behind the mountain gives you the direction and the tools. So let's take a real life example. Now this is an example at the moment that we are dreaming about, wanting to go to Disney World. Actually, you can put there, going to the Bushveld, the sea. Oh man, I dream of going to the sea again. Now, if I look at this, wanting to go to Disney World, I've got two things that I want to look at. First of all, I want to look at the monkey. Now the monkey is that problem, the solution that I want to get to, which is Disney World. I want to go and have fun in the sun there, especially now that it is summer there in the USA or in France or whichever of the Disney Worlds you want to go to. Then secondly, I need to look at the mountains, the obstacles that stand in your way. Now, if I think about going to the USA, there's quite a few obstacles that standing in our way. There's transport, the flights, the bus, the trains if you need money for that, spending money, a visa, a passport. All of these little things are preventing you from going to Disney World. Does it mean you can't get there? No. It's just that I am going to want to solve these obstacles to actually get to Disney World. The important thing about this is that monkey tells me I want to, for instance, go to the USA. But the mountains, on the other hand, is saying, what road exactly am I going to take to get there? Am I going to do flights? Am I going to climb maybe on a cruise liner? I'm not going to take a bicycle to try and get to Disney World. So this is where our technique is so powerful, is that it gives me direction and a road. It gives me the tools to actually get there. So, what is the good and the bad about the monkey behind the mountains? Now, the monkey behind the mountain, the good is that I have that end in mind. I deconstruct the solution or the problem into those smaller little things that I can more easily manage. So it prevents me from going into anxiety or into a state of panic simply because I'm not sure what to do. And also it makes navigation easier. If along the side you come across a sidetrack, you can easily maybe say, no, I don't want to go down that route because I need to get to that end destination. The bad about it is, again, analysis paralysis. You can get so stuck in deconstruction and planning that you actually never solve the issue. Lastly, you can do the reasons behind the problem could be lost completely because you're just fixated on the solution or on that final end result. That reason behind why things happen can easily get lost. Lastly, sometimes there's no perfect solution. There's not a perfect end goal. You sometimes have to figure things out as you go through the problem-solving process. So therefore, where is the monkey behind the mountain, the technique useful? First of all, it's a good approach when the solutions is clear. Next, the questions that require complex thinking. This is lovely when you've got a big complex problem that you need to face. Lastly, multi-step solutions. In other words, the solution is not a single thing. It's more than 1 or 2 or 3 steps, and this helps you break it down into all of those steps. Physics, as well as Maths Paper 1. Oh man, there's so many ways that you can solve this. But the reality of life is that none of these solutions just work on its own all the time. You are going to have to go from the gung-ho approach maybe in one scenario to the monkey behind the mountain in the next scenario. And maybe mix it up. Maybe you're going to start by mining, then go over to the gung-ho approach. Maybe you are going to start with mining, then you're going to deconstruct what is the exact current scenario then you're going to look at where do I want to go, and then eventually you're just going to say, you know what, let's just try and solve this problem. Let's just go for it. So there isn't an ideal solution to the problem solving. Every scenario is different and every person will handle every scenario different. So as a superhero that you want to become, this is important that you learn to interact between these things. In our next video, ladies and gents, I'm going to take a few scenarios and show you how can I mix up by looking at real life problems. So stay tuned, subscribe to the channel below, and please remember that you are already a superhero in training. You are already a superhero for the people around you. So go and be awesome and have a wonderful, amazing rest of your day. Cheers.